Welcome back. We're back with our Tuesday new books. We've got some fiction and nonfiction and some reference for checkout to show you today. We'll start with fiction. Notes on an Execution by Dania Kukofka. In the tradition of Long Bright River and the Mars Room, a gripping and atmospheric work of literary suspense that deconstructs the story of a serial killer on death row, told primarily through the eyes of the woman in his life. From the best-selling author of Girl in Snow, Notes on an Execution. The Violin Conspiracy, Brendan Slocum. A riveting page-turner about a black classical musician's desperate quest to recover his lost violin on the eve of the most prestigious musical competition in the world. Violin Conspiracy. Black Cake, a novel by Charmaine Wilkerson. We can't choose what we inherit, but we can choose who we become. Black Cake. Call Me Cassandra by Marshall Gala. 10-year-old Raleigh lives in a world that is often hostile. His older brother is violent, his philandering father doesn't understand him, his intelligence and sensitivity do not endear him to the other children at school. He loves to read, especially Greek myths, but in Cuba in the 1970s, novels and gods can be dangerous. Call Me Cassandra. When We Lost Our Heads by Heather O'Neill. Every decent friendship comes with a drop of hatred, but that hatred is like honey in the tea. It makes it addictive. When We Lost Our Heads. Pure Color, a novel by Sheila Havey. A new novel about art, love, and death in time from the author of Motherhood and How Should a Person Be. Here we are just living in the first draft of creation, which was made by some great artist who is now getting ready to tear it apart. Pure Color. The Matchmaker, A Spy in Berlin, by Paul Vittich. Evoking the worlds of Graham Greene and John le Carre, The Matchmaker delivers a chilling Cold War spy story set in West Berlin in 1989. The Matchmaker. Box 88, a novel by Charles Cumming. A secret agent comes of age and reckons with the legacy of his first mission in this thriller by the best of the new generations of British spy writers. Box 88. A new one by Janet Daly, Calder Grit, as part of the Calder brand series. During the summer of 1909, a battle rages in Blue Moon, Montana between immigrant homesteaders and cattlemen determined to keep the range free. In a fierce struggle that echoes the challenges of today, history is made. Calder Grit. The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley, author of The Guest List. Jess needs a fresh start. She's broken alone and she's just left her job under less than ideal circumstances. Her half-brother Ben didn't sound thrilled when she asked if she could crash with him for a bit, but he didn't say no, and surely everything will look better from Paris. Paris Apart. A new title from J.A. Jantz, Nothing to Lose, a J.P. Beaumont novel. The newest thrilling Beaumont suspense novel from J.A. Jantz, in which Beaumont is approached by a visitor from the past and finds himself drawn into a missing persons case where danger is lurking and family secrets are exposed. This is a fun title. Joanna Fluke, Caramel Pecan Roll Murder, a Hannah Swenson mystery with recipes. Embracing a sweet escape from her usual routine at the cookie jar, Hannah gets asked for her help in baking pastries at the local inn for a flashy fishing competition with big prizes and even bigger names. But the fun stops when she spots a runaway boat on the water, and on board, the lifeless body of the event's renowned celebrity spokesman. Caramel Pecan Roll Murder. Okay.
And then in nonfiction, to start off with, we have American Injustice, Inside Stories from the Underbelly of the Criminal Justice System. That's by David S. Rudolph, and he is the criminal defense attorney featured prominently in The Staircase, which is the documentary on Netflix. So if you've seen that, you liked it, check this book out. Then we've got a couple of grant books. The first one is True Story, What Reality TV Says About Us. That's by Danielle J. Lindman. And then we also have Humble Pie and Cold Turkey, English Expressions and Their Origins, and that's by Caroline Taggart. We've also got a couple of genealogy books that are new. We've got this book that's DNA for Native American Genealogy by Roberta Estes. And then this book, which is Finding Your African American Ancestors, A Beginner's Guide, and that's by David T. Thackeray. Alright, and then the last of these books are all going to be found in the reference section, but they are available for checkout. So they'll have this sticker that says reference for checkout, but if you're looking for them, look in the reference section. This first one looks like a lot of fun. It's called The Greatest Cult Television Shows of All Time. That's by Christopher J. Olson and Carrie Lynn D. Reinhardt. So look at some favorite TV shows throughout the ages. This book is Accent in North American Film and Television, a socio-phonetic analysis by Charles Boberg. All right, then we've got Microbes, the Life-Changing Story of Germs from Philip K. Peterson, MD. This book is by Tom Diaz. It's called Broken Scales, Race and the Crisis of Justice in a Divided America. All right, and then we have How Did It Happen by Christoph Diekmann and Ruta Banegate, Understanding the Holocaust. All right, this book is called My House is Killing Me. It's the second edition, A Complete Guide to a Healthier Indoor Environment. That's from Jeffrey C. May and Connie L. May.
Sounds like a mystery story.
Now this one's called Brothers in Valor, Battlefield Stories of the 89 African Americans awarded the Medal of Honor, from Robert F. Jefferson Jr. Very interesting for military history buffs. This book is called London, Reign Over Me. It's by Stephen Towe. It's all about how England's capital built classic rock. Then we've got Restart, Designing a Healthy Post-Pandemic Life from Doreen Dodgen-Magee. And finally, we have Place Names, The Origins and Meanings. That's from Mark Emery Adams.
Thanks for joining us today, and like Melissa said, if you're interested in any of these, check out the reference department and check out all their new bookshelf, and if you are interested in any of these, you can put them on hold or come by and check them out. Thank you.
Bye.